Okay. It's 6:30 in the morning. I need to go pick up a tool today. Today's new tool day. This here Champion Coal Forge was sold to me by the same man. It's Chris Cash. I'm going to visit Chris Cash. I've had this plan to make these sneaky jokes in each of my future videos where I kind of drop hints as to where I moved to in every other video, but have them be totally different states. So like one day I'll have a Florida license plate in the background somewhere on a car, or mention how I'm right next to Idaho. But today I get to add another one to the list because I'm driving to Maryland. Time to go. It's early in the morning and he's not gonna be around forever. So maybe you recognize this shop. This is Chris Cash's Little Giant. And apparently, it's very, very similar to the one I'm getting. He has this gear reducer, I guess, but don't need to bother with that on mine. All right. Well, could barely get it inside my shop. Yeah, you know, this might not be such a bad position. You know, I can just stand here, forge like this, you know? Yeah, I think I'll just leave it here. So, step number 1. I'm not sure what the first step is. I don't know what to do. I think I'm just gonna start disassembling stuff and see what happens. Chris gave me this. He says these dies are not factory. This die is not factory to Little Giants. But, so what? It's a flat die and it'll fit. Step number 2, getting this front plate cover guide off. I've seen people put like these mesh screens up in front of here so you don't get your fingers in the linkage while it's moving. But I just, first of all, it looks real stupid. Second of all, why would I do that?
I mean, chances are both my hands are going to be on the material that I'm hammering, and one of my feet will be off the ground. Why the fuck would I be tempted to touch it here? What, in case I fall into it head first like this? I guess that could happen. No. Jeez. That's the way to do it. Just move the ram up. Wow, that's weird looking. Whoever painted all these bolts, fuck you. I emailed the guys at the Little Giant Hammer Company, or whatever company owns them now, and all the information they could give me on this hammer's history is that it was sold new on the 2nd of July, 1910. These shims still look pretty thick, and the babbitt looks okay. So I didn't initially think there was much reason to take it apart, but I've got to at least take these bolts out so that I can lift the crankshaft to get the belts under here. And to lift the crankshaft, it would be nice not to have the ram attached, so I've got to take the pitman apart. Yeah, I'm basically taking the whole thing apart. I need to take this nut out too. Will it just go? Of course not. Why would it? Fuck me. Yeah, your hands are dirty. Ew! Now do I paint my hair? Yep. I do? And I know there's been lots of time lapses up till now. But get ready to see some more time lapses. Because after this is painted, most of these can go back on the hammer after I've painted it. So that's step number right now. exactly how to take this thing apart. I hope I don't have to take this here assembly apart to get the linkages off, because this spring here in the middle might just and fling linkages in two directions and kill somebody and punch a hole in the house behind him. I don't know where to start. Maybe I should start up here. What are these actually called, these pins? They're called cauterier. They are Kramer. I cannot remember what these little pins that you bend over are called. Cautery pins. Cauterier. Nope, I don't know. I don't remember. I'm scared to just knock this out now, because I think it'll just boing and kill me. So my technique is just going to be to gently tap on this until it goes boing, and hopefully I don't die. Well, now how do I get it out? Is it obvious that I've never done this before? Oh, fuck. Holy, that is one hell of a spring. Yep, that's a spring. Oh, wait a minute. Looking at this part, I just realized something. My whole quandary earlier about figuring out how to get the linkages apart without the spring going boing and just killing everything in a 10-mile radius was completely and utterly unnecessary, because there's nuts right here that loosen specifically so that you can loosen these nuts and just slowly relieve the pressure, as opposed to ting 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 boing.
So much fun. So I've spent quite a bit of time just caking or uncaking the caked grease off the inside of the clutch pads, I guess. I notice this little hole here, and I think, oh yeah, gee, that's weird. I wonder why that's there. And then I recall best friend Chris Cash telling me about this. This sits at the back of the flywheel, right? So it's at the back of the hammer. You unscrew that, you pack it full of grease, and it sends grease down the crankshaft. But I didn't realize that it comes out there, and that fucker is just jam-packed. So I'm gonna try, I assume there's a hollow cavity that runs all the way through here and out that little hole. So I'm gonna try and either flood it or maybe run some wire through it or something. So yeah, step number 6.5 billion is to clear out this chamber. Wow. Whoa. Calm down there, Spanky. Well, it's draining through now. So it's getting clearer and clearer. Oh, I wonder. Oh, that's a bad idea. I shouldn't do that. All right, no one look. This is kind of the scary part of the operation. Or, nah, yeah, this is the scary part. I'm gonna take these links down and make room for the flywheel. There we go. Ow! What the fuck was that? Remember, lift with your neck. Okay. Come on. All right. Woo. There we go. This is the technique right here. Ah! Jesus. Ah. Ah. Woo. All right. Okay, every piece that I've wanted to paint is painted. Today's the day we're putting the ram back together. Ooh, that's a damaged paint job. Cool, love it.
one's about to go flying out onto the table again, ready? I'm thinking this might be easier to do while it's hanging off of the flywheel. I didn't think of that. This is just me taking apart and putting back together my Powerhammer, making all of the mistakes along the way so that you can not make those mistakes when you do it. That's basically what this video is turning out to be. Thanks, bro. Alright. Okay. Okay. How is this supposed to work? I don't get it. Oh. 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 I'm not sure exactly how much tension should be on this, but I'm just gonna keep going until I feel like it's right. So, I got a pair of these. Now I just need to find turnbuckles. Carabiners, turnbuckle. I think this is the one. Alright, hinges and turnbuckles, easy. Funny enough, this is this side is going against the Powerhammer, and this side will get bolted to the other end of the turnbuckle. That's the plan.
the keeping on the bill. The lad will lay work on the lassie The lad will lay work on the The lies are long in Barbad, bonny and more.
This is the scariest part because I'm about to turn it on for the first time.
Ready? Bro, that's my welder. Got it. Okay, so this came loose. I did not expect that.
So my problem was the following, and yes, I've just taken it apart again. The Blingersplonger sunk down further into the Blingersplonger housing. I guess that just shortened the distance between the spring and the ram enough to where it would hit, the ram would just hit the spring instead of hitting the dies together. Okay, quick rundown of everything I just did. Yeah, so I added some shims, refitted this guy, unpainted these. That other spring that was in there broke the bolt, well not broke, but huh. I'm thinking it should go like right here. I don't know if I should have it straight this way or kind of at an angle. I don't know, but either way, all of this shit has got to be moved. I'm thinking I want the hammer to sit right here. Not too close to the wall. I feel like John Wick. Where's my gold coins, motherfucker? And my dog? And my wife? And my guns? I'm pissed off. So, I've been at this a couple hours, and I can't get this thicker concrete to break. For whatever reason, it's thicker, more substantial. So I brought a friend. We call him the Powerhammer. Now I just need to dig for a long time. As soon as I kind of clean up the perimeter of the walls, I can shove my form down in there, start pouring concrete.
I dug a hole. Gather round, little boys and girls, because today's lesson is on the sunk cost fallacy. If you're holding onto a hot air balloon and it's rising into the sky, the sooner you let go, the more likely you are to survive. But each second that you hold on, the more difficult it is to let go. So in my case, I spent like 2 weeks trying to just buy the pallet of cement that it takes to fill this big ass hole. I wanted to get 80-pound bags, because then I'd only need 30 of them for like $7 a piece. Or I could get 50-pound bags for like $6.50 a piece, of which I would need 50. So in my case, the sunk cost fallacy refers to having just bought the 50-pound bags to begin with and being able to get it done in a few days, or waiting for the 80-pound bags and never actually getting to buy enough cement to fill this fucking hole that I spent weeks digging. After I got the cement, I tried to get in touch with a guy who has a guy with a cement mixer, so I wouldn't have to go out and buy a fucking cement mixer. But now he's not answering my calls, he won't answer texts. I could wait till I see him next in person, but I'm jumping through all of these hoops just to avoid doing it the hard way, when if I had sat here with whatever this is called, and a shovel, I could have been done in 2 days. Whereas now I've waited 2 months and I still haven't done the hard part.
Just so we're clear, I've just spent 4 hours doing the thing I was waiting months to do in 2 hours. So I was waiting a long time to be able to do the thing in a short amount of time when I could have extended that short amount of time by 2 hours and had it done in a day. Boy, this guy's dumb.